welcome to another episode of the Spartan Podcast. And on today's episode, guys, we have a very special episode for you guys today. We're talking about high-ticket tech sales. Now, Jack, if you can tell us a little bit about your experience in high-ticket tech sales and why you've decided to completely shift your focus to high-ticket tech sales, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, so first of all, welcome back, guys. Thank you for coming to episode 2 of the Spartan Podcast. But yeah, high-ticket tech sales, absolutely amazing thing to get into. So the main reason I switched was just because the huge upside, that's the main thing, right? So just getting straight into the meat and bones of this right here. So obviously when you're doing sales for like a lower ticket product or service, maybe you're getting 20% commission on that. It's going to be like a few $100s, maybe $1,000. But if you're doing it a high ticket shit, like it's just completely different. So you're putting in basically the same amount of work, maybe a little bit more to actually nurture those relationships, which I'll also get onto in a minute, but you're getting a lot more back for the work you're doing. And you can really start to form some long lasting, great relationships with people in that space, which will benefit you as well later down the line. And it teaches you a lot more because these people, they're going to be more high value people. They've got more connections. You can really get into the ins and outs of what they do and learn the trade a lot more. So like they're more willing to help you understand exactly what they do so you can become a better closer yourself. So basically everything to do with higher ticket, it's just got a huge upside. Like you might as well just do it.
Exactly. Now, with high ticket, we've both seen this. It's a little bit different in terms of the sales cycle and the sales process. Mm-hmm. It's slightly longer than it would be if you're just selling this like $1,000 to $4,000 course, for an example, right? It's completely different. You're only going to make a few $100s when you're selling anything where it's like a course or a coaching scheme, anything like that. It's much lower ticket. You're going to earn less. Your commission structure is various, right? While with high ticket tech sales, guys, it's high growth, high upside, and the clients, like you said, Jack, the clients, they're just different. Higher value clients you're dealing with, the relationships that you build with these clients, they stay with you forever. For the rest of your career in sales, for the rest of your career in any agency model that you have, these people, most times, 9 times out of 10, from our experience, we've seen they can connect you with the right people in whatever field that you're in.
Massively. It opens up so many doors. That's the thing. Like these people, they know some even higher level people. And there's just so many doors to be opened, more knowledge to actually learn about. It's incredible. Like there's so much more potential, not just with the money, but there's so much more value, connections wise, relationships, understanding, like than there is with just these lower ticket services. Because with them, it's kind of like you sell that and that's it. Like you get $400, whatever. It's like, all right, cool. Like not knocking that, but it's great to start, great to get your feet wet. But as you move up the ladder, like obviously you will probably want to start earning more naturally, and really start pushing for those big ticket offers. And yeah, that's where you want to be getting to, climbing that ladder, forming those relationships and stacking more cash.
That's what we're about here at Spartan Closers, baby. Stack that cash. Let's get it.
That's it, bro. That's it.
And honestly, 9 times out of 10, it does come back to, how you build those relationships, what your mindset is, identity transformation, and that's all spoken of in our course. But beyond that, it just comes back to who you are. Are you coming from a place of abundance, a place of love, a place of pure value? Because high value individuals can all sense that within a second.
Easily. They'll pick up on that like that.
You start speaking, they can tell what you're about. If you're really about what you're about, they can tell. People can genuinely tell from the intangibles, with that. Sometimes you don't even have to talk and they can tell if you're really about what you're saying. They can tell.
It's true. They'll pick it up easily in the same way that they will pick up if you're desperately trying to close a sale, right? They can smell the desperation, like a fucking wolf. They will pick up on that, and it's just gonna throw your game off completely. Like you need to just understand, like money just grows on trees, and you will just close 90% of deals you get on the phone with. Obviously, that may not happen, but if you believe that, fuck it, not 90, 100% of all deals. If you genuinely believe that, and that you don't need to actually close them because money is just everywhere, it gets so much easier from that point. And your prospects will not be able to tell. Like, they won't smell that desperation because you don't have it. Like you say, you're coming from a place of love and abundance.
Like, to speak more about this, it's literally just that simple. If you go into the call knowing your value and the value that your offer has for the client, and you know that it just makes the most sense for them, it's really my whole business philosophy in life is make it a no-brainer for people.
Yep. You know, same here, bro. Same.
That's it. It's literally our philosophy, and that's why we mesh so well together, because that's what we're about, I think, right, Jack? It's just about, you know, giving the most value possible, making it a no-brainer for people. They have no reason not to do business with us.
Yeah, big time. Like as Kazi says, that's literally what we believe in. Like, we want to make it just a complete no-brainer for these prospects, so that they don't go anywhere else, and we're not just flipping them a quick service and it's going to be mediocre. Like, we're giving them the whole package, end-to-end fulfillment of whatever we're doing. We give it our absolute all, and we provide so much value and bring that to the table that they can see that the same way they can see desperation on the other side. They can see the value in ourselves. We're not desperate for this. Like, I've literally declined people so many times because I know they're not a good fit and it just wouldn't work out. And then it's once you learn how to do that and you figure out what people you want to work with, that goes a long way. It's part of the skill set of sales. But again, I keep diving down rabbit holes. There's so much to talk about. But yeah, bottom line, make it an absolute no-brainer. Like, position yourself as the complete expert, and yeah, the prospects will follow.
Exactly. And that's part of our value proposition, even with Spartan Closers, is that we have all the high ticket offers. We put you in front of the client. We put you in front of the offer. We build you up to be the ultimate closer. So that way, when you're dealing with six-figure deals, multi-six-figure deals, all the way up to a seven-figure deal, if you get to that stage, we're more than happy to coach you along and get you there, because we have a vested interest in our closers. We make sure everybody is at our Spartan standard. That's how we have our guarantees in place.
Yeah, we want you guys to win. Sorry, bro. Yeah, I cut you off.
No worries, bro. And that's part of our guarantee, right? That's what we do here. We build out Spartan Closers. And the way we do that, it's just, it's different, but that's part of who we are as people. We think differently about how it should be done. You know, there's so many sales programs out there, and, you know, you can waste your time and money and go out there and try all these different programs. But at the end of the day, it comes down to who you are as a person, right? If you're the type of person, exactly. If you're the type of person to flip-flop between things and, you know, try and not really give it your all, then this isn't for you. I'm telling you.
We ain't trying here. We're not trying. We are absolutely just doing. Like, that is all we do. And as Kazi said, we can get you to these higher ticket deals because we've put in the grind. We've put in that groundwork over hours, weeks, and months of building up these relationships. And it's going to basically give you a shortcut into that world, so you don't have to go through exactly what we did. But you're still going to be able to learn exactly how to do that for the future, so you can get these guys even more people on board and leverage that skill set. But that initial offering, like, we have that on a plate for you because of the connections we've got now.
And just to give you guys an example of what exactly these offerings are, it's high ticket tech sales, exactly as the title of the video. There's no clickbait here. It really is. For an example, it could be enterprise SaaS level offers. We have connections with, you know, like fucking, sorry about that. We have connections with 7, 8-figure, 9-figure SaaS enterprises that have, you know, $5 million packages. We have connections with AR, VR teams for real estate, where it's like you're selling 6-figure deals for them. You're making sure, like, for an example, a real estate company, they want investors on board for a massive project. How the heck are they going to do that? Well, one way to do that is with a VR system in place. The investor can see from their phone the AR of the actual virtual real estate before it gets built out. They can go into the rooms virtually, things like that, where it's massive product packages. Just to give you guys a taste of exactly what we do have and what we do sell. This is the kind of thing that you could be selling. Really cool shit.
That kind of level. Yeah.
So, and that's what gets me excited in the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I'm ear to ear because I love the things we sell. I love the clients that we work with. Genuinely, the guys we talk to every day, they're so freaking cool. Like, they're like, one guy that we talked to, he's like, man, I have connections with 1,000 different hedge funds. Another guy, exactly, like Jack, you were in a call the other day where the guy said, I have 1,000 different hedge funds that we can link you guys to. I love what you guys are doing. I've been doing the exact same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, he literally said, like, if he wasn't so busy, he would be doing exactly this. And he's got, again, connections, like as he says, literally 1,000 hedge funds like that he can hook us up with. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, getting on calls like that, as Kazi said, like, that's what gets us up in the morning. I know for both of us that is 100% true. Like, I get up, I'm just ready to attack because we're speaking to all these dope people. It's not work. Like, we're literally there just talking to people, making connections, giving value, getting value back, learning every single day. Like, I learned so much on that call from that guy. It was just ridiculous. And it's quite easy to come by once you know how to leverage what you've got in your back pocket. Like, you probably couldn't go out and do it straight off the bat, but once you learn how to get to that stage, it becomes very easy. Like how we spoke about in the last episode, that is kind of the psychological switch between that first client and then going from 1 to 5 or even 1 to 2. Like, it becomes more enjoyable. You've learned from mistakes from last time and you can just improve on it. So it may look hard to you, but that's why I say it's easy, because to us now it is literally like, it's just too easy, like, because we've been through those trials.
Me and Jack, we had to grind it out, experiment, figure out how to get to this point. And now we're getting on months. We're literally, like, for me personally, it's been a year, like several years in the works. Like, I would even say everything we've been through, our entire journey in entrepreneurship and business has led up to this moment where it's become seamless. And people can tell, guys in this space can genuinely tell if you're about it or you're not. Can you execute? Can you not? Are you full of BS or not? They can tell. Literally, that's half their job. Is smelling out those that talk and those that do. So that's what we're about here. It's all about action, taking action every day, executing, and really just don't take yourself too seriously. Vibe with the people and give as much value as you possibly goddamn can. And on that note, boys and girls, we conclude this episode of the Spartan Podcast. Ciao.
Thank you very much, fellas. Take care. Speak to you
Remember, subscribe, hit that, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Let's get it going, people. Build the army strong.